What's going on, guys? Mattio Daddio Mining here. Happy Friday to everybody. Hope everyone's having a wonderful night. So, what we're going to do today is we are going to set up one of our Hive OS rigs to mine Radiant. So, first of all, what we need to do is we need to install a Radiant Core wallet, which I have already done right here, but I will still run you through the quick process of doing it. First thing we need to do is go to radiantblockchain.org, and as always, I will leave this link down in the description below. So once we go to this website, we need to scroll all the way down. Under here where it says wallets, Electron Radiant is what we want. That will take us to a GitHub page. So what we need to do actually is click on the latest release here. Scroll down. Electron Radiant 1.4 setup.exe is what we want if we are using a Windows machine, which I am. So click that, download that. I've already done that. And then it's a fairly simple. It's just like any other core wallet. You just run the exe, you set it up, you do the whole seed phrase thing, save your seed phrase, put your seed phrase in, encrypt the wallet, and then launch it when it's finished. And then you will get something looking like this, where I need to put my password in to get to it. There we go, and you will have something looking like this. The next thing that we want to do is we need to add a wallet into Hive OS. And I've already added this wallet, which it is down here. To add a wallet, so the first thing you want to do to add a wallet is go back to your wallet, your core wallet, receive, copy your receiving address here, go to add wallet, type in the type of coin. Oops, if I can type. Select RXD for Radiant. Paste your wallet in here. Give it a name like Radiant or whatever you want to call it. And then hit create. I'm not going to hit create because like I said, I've already created my wallet. The next thing we want to do is create a flight sheet. Now I will be doing this on my 1660 Super rig. Okay, so we want to do, I always want to go RXD for Radiant. Choose the wallet we just created. Select the pool. I am going to be using ViperNet. And I am closest to the Midwest, so I will choose Midwest. And then for miner, I'm going to choose BZ Miner. We want to go to Setup Miner Config. This is fine the way it is. So I like to specify, since I have all 1660 supers in here and they're all the same, I like to specify my arguments in the flight sheet. So what I want to do is I want to lock my my core clock and my memory clock. So anytime I look up arguments for BZ Miner, they're always something along the lines of this. You know, -- OC underscore lock underscore core underscore clock. And I always get this nasty error right here. So I found out what we need to do is we need to drop these two dashes. So what we want to do is put in the quotations instead of the dash dash. Go down here, another set of quotations, then put in a colon, do a space, another set of quotations, bracket, bracket, put in our core clock, which is going to be 1455, and then close bracket, and a quote. and then that error goes away. So I'm just going to type the rest of my arguments in real quick. Okay, that is good enough. So we want to hit apply. Let's give our flight sheet a name. Let's call it Radiant BZ NVIDIA. Create flight sheet. Okay, so now let's go find our rig. Like I said, I'm going to be using my 1660 Super rig. And then we're going to click on flight sheet. And we're going to send it off. Okay, it's going to start up. So if you've never used BZ Miner on this rig, your rig, whatever rig you're using, it will actually pull it from Hive OS and will install it. Right now it is actually loading our pre-set up core clocks for the core and the memory. And there we go. We are off to the races. So let's go back here. Overview. We should get somewhere around 335, 340, somewhere in there. And we should get a very low power rate of around 45 watts on average, maybe, somewhere in there. So we will give this a couple of minutes to bake, and then I will be right back with you. We'll double check and see if we're on the pool and we're actually doing something. So I'll see you guys in just a sec. Okay, we've been running for about 5 minutes now, and it looks like our hash rate has stabilized as well as our power. It looks like we're holding steady at about 338, 337, somewhere in there, and it looks like we're holding at about 360 watts. We are also showing up in our Viper mining pool. So this hasn't quite all the way got caught up yet. I think we're a little bit higher than 2 gigahash. Let me double check real quick. So yeah, we're about 2.7, so it hasn't quite caught up yet, but we are there. And for anybody who doesn't know how to check the pool, all you need to do is copy your wallet address and then paste it up here in the mining address, and then that will give you your statistics, stats, what you got going on. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this in Windows. Okay, so let's do this for Windows. It's been a little bit since I have mined anything on Windows with BZ Miner, so I'm going to go to their GitHub and I am going to grab their latest miner. Right here. We're going to go to their latest. And again, guys, I will leave links in the description below as always. Scroll all the way down, and we're going to do BZ Miner 15.4.3 Windows Zip. Go ahead and download that. I'm going to extract it. Actually, before I do anything, I am going to disable my real-time scanning for McAfee. Because once I extract this, it'll find it, and it's going to say, oh, hell no, you're not downloading this, dude. Okay, so, yeah, we'll Let's put this somewhere else. Let's put this in the miners folder. Okay. BZ miner, blah, 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 blah. Perfect. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, for those of you using McAfee, you're going to turn real-time scanning back on, and then you're going to set up an exclusion. So turn on, come down here to add file, and then we are going to go to where we stored our miner. And then we are going to choose the exe to exclude. What the hell? There we go. I don't know why I had to do it twice. Okay, close this. Okay, so we open up our BZ miner. So the first thing we want to do is we want to find the Radiant bat file right here. Radiant batch file. Show more options. Edit. I want to use Viper. So for some reason, anytime, no matter what I do, it always does woolly-poly. Even if I move these up, I don't see anything different about these other than, I mean, just the different pools. So I mean, even if I completely wipe out woolly-poly, it kills the like it doesn't even start. So just for grins and giggles, I'll show you guys. Yeah, so nothing. So what I ended up doing, I'm just going to get rid of all of this. I went to BZ Miner's release page where they have, during the latest release, where they have all of kind of the, the commands that you need to run. So before you click on the latest, so this is just their normal GitHub. So scroll all the way down here to the bottom until we find Radiant, which they actually have something built in here for Viper already. So we'll copy that. We'll go back to our batch file, copy that in. We will go back here, copy our wallet. And then we will go over here and then click on start mining, and we'll get our actual pool. So we want, this is the closest to me, 23 milliseconds. I think it's just us.viper. Okay, worker name. This is my gaming PC, so I'm just going to call it gaming. Okay, save. And let's run it and make sure it works before we set our overclocks. There we go. Okay, we are on hashrate.no, and I'm going to grab these settings real quick. Okay, setting our overclocks here. Okay, we'll let this bake for a couple of minutes and we'll come back. Okay, and we are back in our pool. As you can see right here, our gaming rig from our Windows machine has shown up here. And that's about all she wrote. Everybody have a wonderful night, and I will talk to y'all soon.